With LEGO releasing the Bad Batch Shuttle very soon, it poses the question, what other Bad Batch sets will we be getting? LEGO, start taking notes and take a look at 12 sets that I think are great sets, inspired by one of the best shows of 2021. The first set that should happen is a $4.99 polybag of the Bad Batch Shuttle. This would be recolored to fit the sand blue color of their Bad Batch Shuttle, as well as a $9.99 microfighter, which would also be a great set. This would come with Tech as the pilot, and since they have made shuttle microfighters before, this microfighter would be a pretty reasonable set to make. Since battle packs are returning, a Kamino battle pack would be amazing. This would be a money well for LEGO, and it would come with 2 shock troopers, a generic Kaminoan, come on LEGO, a crosshair trooper, as it is a generic suit, not just crosshairs. The build would most likely be a training center or something very similar. Next set that is a remake is the 8019 Republic Attack Shuttle. It came out in 2010. It would be a great set as it was featured in the Bad Batch multiple times. The minifigures could be a younger Tarkin, a shock trooper, and 2 generic clones, or it could be 3 of the crosshair troopers and a shock trooper as well. I hope it would have a big interior, and for $69.99 it would be a great pickup for a newer model of a ship that a lot of people would like to have. I would think it would be in the Imperial light gray color scheme as well. This is one of the sets out of these that I would make a mock of if LEGO didn't. It would be Crosshair's transformation. This would be our last chance to get a Crosshair when he was still a part of the Bad Batch, as it would come with that figure. And a Crosshair's Imperial outfit, Nalase, and a Kamino medical droid. The build would be very similar to the Hoth medical chamber and the Darth Vader transformation. At $29.99, this would be a no-brainer for a lot of people. Exclusive figure overload. This next set would not be very popular for the build, but the figures would be amazing. This would come with Cut and his wife, Wrecker and his street clothes, and Cut's 2 children. I would love to see the house, and if it would be more of a modular or an open back, like most city sets. This would be a recolored Cad Bane speeder with different figures in a nutshell. This is based on the speeder chase in episode 4, and since they did the green speeder in the Bad Batch Shuttle, I think they will do Fennec's speeder in her own $39.99 set. This would have Hunter in his street clothes, Omega's first appearance, and of course Fennec Shand. I would personally love to see this set, as the Cad Bane speeder is a classic, and a newer model of the same speeder would be great, even in a not so good color. The next set would be a $29.99 remake of Trouble on Tatooine, except on Ord Mantell. This would come with a Zygerian speeder. I really like to see these speeder builds, so hopefully it would be good. A brick-built Moochie, which would be good to get a Rancor again, and either Sid's office or some sort of debris shelter. And the minifigures would be his Zygerian, and it would also come with Hunter, just a reuse of the Bad Batch Shuttle. And if we got Sid's office, it would come with Sid, of course. And if not, it would come with Wrecker to wrestle Moochie, because that's what he does in the show. This next set is the one you have been waiting for. I think this one will happen. My predictions will be out soon for 2022. This is Captain Rex's Y-Wing. This would probably be $89.99, though price doesn't matter for this set. And it would come with 6 figures and an amazing Y-Wing build. Captain Rex would have arm printing and toe printing, as it is becoming more common, and printing all around the helmet. He would also come with a pauldron, 2 pistols, and maybe a rangefinder. And since this is such a great figure, LEGO would probably just reuse the Omega, Hunter, and Tech. It would come with the scrappers, but they'd be really basic figures with only torso printing, just a hood over the head to get the look. There'd be 2 of them, and it would just be the cherry on top. It would also come with a little medical chamber to have the chips removed. The Y-Wing build would be blue and white, it's a little bit bigger than the current one, and would have a Top Gun for someone to sit in. The Y-Wing build would also have evidence of wear and tear with stickers, but they are of course optional, and you could recreate most of the last 4 episodes of Season 7 of the Clone Wars with 2 sets. This one and Maul vs. Ahsoka. This episode was probably the best one so far, but there really is no set material except for what we have covered, like the Republic transport and the Bad Batch shuttle. I just love this episode so much. I'm not sure if LEGO would make this, but a Bouncy Hunter dual set would be amazing. They've been making dual sets like this, and since the Ahsoka vs. Maul is just about to come out, a summer 2022 release is more likely. This would come with Fennec Shand and Cad Bane, and it would also come with Cad Bane's droid. The build would be the little medic room that Omega discovers and a little bit of the hallway. But for what people would buy this for would be the updated Cad Bane figure and a cheaper way to get Fennec Shand. The Cad Bane figure would be decked out in printing all over the place, and Fennec Shand would just be a reuse of the older one. Overall, this would make a great set and would be a set that a lot of people would buy. The last time we got a regular ATTE was 2013. It's time to change that. A $100 LEGO ATTE should be a no-brainer for LEGO. It would be in a gray color scheme to match the show and would come with 5 figures: Hunter, Senator Singh's droid, and 2 plain Phase 2 clones. I hope it would have great interior space as the episode took place inside of the ATTE. Overall, this would be a great set for LEGO to make since they haven't made a regular ATTE since 2013. From a Bad Batch Shuttle microfighter to a Captain Rex's Y-Wing, there are a lot of possibilities, but these are 12 of the best. You might have noticed that I kept the Echo figure exclusive to the Bad Batch Shuttle, because we always need exclusive figures. I will do an updated list for episodes 11 through 16, as I think there could be a ton of great sets from the finale and leading up to that. Hope LEGO will make a couple of these sets soon, and we'll be finally able to pick these up, and I will do a review of them as well. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe to Atlantic Brick Studios, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.